with sweet love and devotion, gently touching my emotion. I want to stop and thank you, baby. I just want to stop and thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Well, I close my eyes at night, wondering where would I be without you in my life. Everything I did was simply a bore. Every place I went, been there before. You brighten up for me every day with love so sweet in your special way. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. Oh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. All right, new Vaudevillians Band. Yeah. You were better for me than I was for myself. It's you I love, there's nobody else. I want to stop and thank you, baby. I just want to stop and thank you, baby. Oh, how sweet it is to be loved by you, like jelly, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, like honey for the bees, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, welcome everyone. Thank you very much. The new Vaudevillian Band. Thank you very much. In summary, the presidential campaign is going. Donald Trump's hair is flowing. Hillary Clinton's nose is growing. And Lindsey Graham, a single man, says that if he is in the White House, he's going to have a rotating first lady. To which Bill Clinton replied, "Oh, been there, done that." Yes. Thank you so much for coming today. We have a wonderful show. And to begin the show, a group that's opening tomorrow night in the Black Box Theater, we have Funny Face Productions of the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee Cast and Company. And they're going to do spelling rules for you right now. Let's bring them on with a nice...
For the official spelling bee rules.
A speller.
A speller.
May ask questions.
May ask questions.
About the word's pronunciation and definition.
Definition.
Use in a sentence.
In a sentence.
And language of origin.
Language of origin.
If you start to spell a word, you may start over.
But the sequences of letters already spoken may not be changed.
If you misspell a word,
Misspell a word.
we will rate the L. And the comfort counselor,
Mitch Mahoney.
will escort spellers who haven't checked in yet. So could I have Miss Erin Butler and Mr. Tyson Emborg come up to the stage, please?
Miss Butler,
Go up to the mic.
Miss Butler, the word is flugaloo.
Flugaloo. Could you please use it in a sentence?
Come hither, Heidi, and flugaloo.
May I have the definition?
The definition is unknown. It has been known to be an alpine goat herding term.
Okay. Flugaloo. F-L-U-G-U-L-U-G. Flugaloo.
That is correct.
On Miss Butler. Miss Butler is currently 2 pieces away from swallowing an entire board game.
Mr. Emborg.
And Mr. Emborg is leaving his entire inheritance to his cat, Mr. Snugglewumps.
Wabayan.
Can I get a definition?
Any poisonous glycoside obtained from the Strophanthus averalis of the dogbane family and used medicinally, as in digitalis.
Can I hear it in a sentence?
Look at that Wabayan.
W-O-B-A-Y-O-N-A?
That is incorrect.
Tomorrow night, get your tickets before you leave, folks. Did you hear that Kentucky Fried Chicken is bringing back the old Colonel Sanders? You know the one? If there's anything the country needs right now to unite people, is an old white guy dressed like a plantation owner. Where'd he get that? Ladies and gentlemen, no stranger to our stage, I'd like to introduce a beautiful young lady, Stephanie Zukowski, singing.
I can wash out 44 pairs of socks and have them hanging on the line. I can start your 2 dozen shirts before you can count from 1 to 9. I can scoop up a great big dipper full of lard from the drippings can. Throw it in the skillet, go out and do my shopping and be back before it melts in the pan. 'Cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. I can rub and scrub this old house until it's shining like a dime. Feed the baby, grease the car, and powder my face at the same time. Get all dressed up, go out and swing till 4 a.m. and then lay down at 5 next up, you know I'm gonna break your spell. You know, if you come to me hungry, I'm gonna fill you full of grits. But if it's loving you like it, I'll kiss you and give you the shivering fits. 'Cause I'm a woman, W-O-M-A-N. I say it again. I can stretch a greenback dollar bill from here to Kingdom Come. Play the numbers, pay my bills, and still end up with some. I got a $20 gold piece, says there's nothing I can't do. I can make the dress out of a feedback and make a man out of you. 'Cause I am a woman, W-O-M-A-N. I say it again. I'm a woman,
Stephanie, thank you. Thank you. Yes. What a great show. This year, the Westminster Dog Show was won by a beagle named Miss P. The second place winner was heard saying, I wonder whose crotch she had to sniff. That's a C word I can say on the WYO stage. Right now, Miles McKee from the band. Miles. There he is.
Well, hey guys. So normally I'm blowing on different kind of things in the back of the band, but I'm feeling dangerous tonight. So I'm gonna play this here folk song for you. It's called Come On Up to the House.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, the moon is broken and the sky is cracked. So come on up to the house. The only thing that you can see is all that you lack. So come on up to the house. Well, all your crying won't do no good. So come on up to the house. Get down off that cross, we can't use the wood. Come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Well, ain't my home, I'm just a passing through. So come on up to the house. There's no light in the tunnel, no irons in the fire. So come on up to the house. And you're singing lead soprano in a junk man's choir. So come on up to the house. Does your life seem nasty, brutish, and short? Come on up to the house. The seas are stormy, you can't find no port. Come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. This world is not my home, just a passing through. So come on up to the house. Leslie Byron on flute. house, and you've been whipped by the forces that are inside you. Gotta come on up to the house. When you're high on top of your mountain of woe, come on up to the house. When you know you should surrender, but you can't let go, gotta come on up to the house. Ooh, you gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. No, this world is not my home. I'm just passing through, so come on up to the house, my darling. You gotta come up to the house. Ooh, you gotta come up to the house.
Thank you, Mom. I love soul. I love soul. I love soul. The USDA just approved the first genetically modified apple that doesn't turn brown after you slice it. Some people call it groundbreaking. Some people call it revolutionary. And others call it slightly racist. Right now, I'd like to introduce a young man that you met last week. Today's his birthday. He's been on stage for 8 years doing this. He's a mentalist, which to me is remarkable because I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. He's a mentalist. I'd like to introduce you to the birthday man, Nat Lawson.
So, my name's Nat. I'm a mentalist. That's not a magician. Magicians use sleight of hand, misdirection, a lot of stuff to make things that seem impossible possible, I guess. A mentalist, the definition of a mentalist is a performer who uses psychological, hypnotic, and intuitive principles to read and manipulate minds. Completely different thing. Tonight, I'm going to be doing some very simple, straightforward mind reading. I'm going to be working with a name as the kind of information that I'm going to be trying to extract. And let's get right into it. I need a volunteer/victim. Could you bring the house lights up for a second? Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let me see. So there are always a couple people who never make eye contact. What's your name?
My name's Rhonda.
Rhonda. Round of applause for Rhonda, everybody. Now, Rhonda, I said the information I was going to be working with is a name. Right now, I'd like you to think of a name of somebody who means something to you. Now, this could be anybody, as long as they're not in the room right now. Okay? You thought of that? We decided? Okay. Take your seat, Rhonda. I'm going to have you close your eyes and imagine in front of you a blackboard. This could be any size you want. Your mind is unlimited. In front of you, there's a piece of chalk. Pick it up and write the first name of the person you are thinking of. Oh, not in real life, I'm sorry. On the chalkboard. Okay? And open your eyes. Okay, it's vague. I'm going to have you just focus on it a little bit more by writing it down in real life, okay? So, piece of paper, pen. I'm gonna go this way, and what's your name? Joan. I'm gonna make eye contact with you so you know that I'm not looking at what Rhonda's writing, okay? And we wait. Rhonda, when you're done, just close that piece of paper up and say you're done, so we all know.
I'm done.
Okay, coming back. Now that you've written this in real life, hopefully writing in your mind will become a little more simple, and we don't need the paper anymore, we can get rid of it the old-fashioned way. Okay?
Okay.
So close your eyes again and go back to the blackboard. You now see the first name of the person you are thinking of in your mind. I want you to select a letter in this name. Okay, so circle a letter in your mind with the chalk. Okay. N? So that's a yes, yeah?
Yep.
Put your hand out like this. Close your fingers and turn the hand over. We got an N. You chose the N in the middle, not the N in the front.
The end.
The N in the middle of the name, that was the letter you chose? Because there are two N's in this name.
Right. In the front.
Oh, okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Say this name over and over and over and over and over and over again in your mind. In a moment, you're going to feel it leave. It's going to be weird. I promise.
Okay.
It will happen. Don't lie to make me look good. You ready? Over and over and over and over and over and over. When you feel it leave. Nancy, 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 Nancy. Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Yes, sir. I'm investing in that. I'm going to be his agent. That's right. UN report today says that the world can be saved from destruction through veganism. Veganism. That ain't going to happen. Okay. That ain't going to happen. Don't laugh. It's all right. Veganism. That's the consumption of vegetation. Hence the word, it's Latin, vegan. All right. All right, next. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Tripping for biscuits.
Good evening, Sheridan. Okay, we are tripping for biscuits. We've got Bill Bradshaw, Dan Lindley, and I'm Jane Perkins. We've got to quickly do a song for you. Okay, so we're going to do this Dixie Chicks tune, and of course sing along if you know it. Front porch swinging, looking out on a vacant field. Used to be filled with burly tobacco, now he knows it never will. Brother found work in Indiana, sister's a nurse at the old folks' home. Mama's still cooking too much for supper, and me, I've been a long time gone. Been a long time gone. No, I ain't hold the road since I don't know. Long time gone, and I ain't coming back again. piano, sitting out on her daddy's farm. She always thought that we'd be together, Lord, I never meant to do her harm. Since she could hear me singing in the choir, I heard another song. I caught wind and hit the road, running, Lord, I've been a long time gone. I've been a long time gone. No, I ain't had a prayer since I don't know. A long time gone, and I ain't coming back again. Trying to beat a big tip, playing down on Broadway, getting there the hard way, living from a tip jar, sleeping in my car, rocking my guitar, yeah, I'm gonna be a star. Now I'm playing the field, singing every Sunday, the children in the garden grow, listen to the radio, they hear what's cooking, but music ain't got no soul. But they don't sound haggard. They got money, but they don't have cash. I think the rest is long time gone. No, I ain't hit the river since I don't know. A long time gone, and I ain't coming back again. I said a long time gone. No, I ain't heard the horn since I don't know. Long time gone, and I ain't coming back again. I said a long time gone. Oh, it's been a long time. Said a long time. Long time gone. It's been a long time gone. Long time gone. Yeah, yeah.
Chip and Trubisky.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right. Skeleton walked into a bar, ordered a beer and a mop. I'd like to bring out a performer that you've seen before on the WYO stage, wonderful poet, writer, and a lady with a beautiful voice, as you'll hear later too, Abby Taylor.
Good evening, Sheridan. Before I start, I need to ask, are there any 13-year-olds in the house? Uh-oh. Well, you guys might want to cover your ears because what I have to say may be offensive to 13-year-olds. I wrote this poem a couple of years ago for my niece, who was 13 at the time. Fortunately, my brother had the good sense not to show it to her until she turned 14. And at that time, she thought it was funny. This is the title poem from my latest collection. That's Life. For Anna. Oh, you of 13 years, when told you can't go to the mall or spend the night with a friend, please understand that's the way life is. If you grow up thinking you'll always get your way, you'll be sadly disappointed. So better put on your big girl pants. Deal with it. And the other poem I'll recite to you this evening is Thank you. The other one I'll recite this evening is called I'm a Star. At the age of 14, I stand on the front porch, a piece of wood to my lips, sing while my brother goes rat-tat-tat on an old paint can. Please, mister, please, don't play B-17. It was our song, it was his song, but it's over. The air rings with applause. You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. More applause. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. The crowd is on its feet. With a bow, I take my leave. Thank you.
Abby Taylor. Abby, you are wonderful. You're welcome back anytime. General Mills announced that it's going to be taking all the color out of its cereal, all of the artificial color. So tricks are no longer going to be for kids. They're going to be for people who like little tiny balls of gray cereal. Right now, I'd like to introduce to you Letterbuck Car Wash. Letterbuck Car Wash is one of our proud sponsors of the new Vaudevillians. We're appreciative of that. Right now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Dr. Sam Hoffman, who happens to be an optometrist in town, my optometrist, and Nat Lawson's optometrist. He can set you up with these mind-reading contact lenses, if you wish. He's a real good guy. He's got special powers. So,
Ron?
Yes?
Just when I was coming on,
Yes.
Kathy asked me to tell another joke.
Oh, I can't wait.
So,
Amateur night.
where does the little king keep his little armies?
Oh, I don't know. Where does the little king keep his little armies?
Up his little sleeveys.
Dude, that's eye humor right there.
All right, folks, so I'm going to play a piece for you on the piano, and then I'm going to sing as well. And I just want to tell you a little bit about the song I'm going to do. It's been popular at least 4 times in the last 140 years. The first time is when it was written 140 years ago by a gentleman last name Ponchielli. I assume he's related to you, Ron. Ponchielli. Okay? The second time was when a young, enterprising gentleman named Walt Disney took the song and made a 2-hour movie out of it. And this was just one of the songs he put dancing hippos on top of. And it was called Fantasia. Okay? How many of you remember when Fantasia first came out? I'm sorry to tell you, that was 75 years ago, so if you raised your hand, you know a little something about how old you are. Then approximately 50 years ago, a comedian took this song and put some words to it and made it pretty funny, and that's what I'm going to sing for you. And then 30 years ago, I heard the song for the first time because it was the background for a Downy commercial. Downy, liquid detergent. So, the song is called Dance of the Hours. I'm going to play the piano first here, just a little piano solo. Did we ever get the dancing hippos? I was told if we didn't get dancing hippos, the male members of the band might dance. Is that true? Here we go, Dance of the Hours a Day. So a comedian took this song, put some words to it, and called it Letter Home from Camp. And this song has special meaning to me because I actually have 2 daughters right now up at Camp Bethel in the Bighorns, and I hope this is not the letter they are writing me home. Hello, Mara. Hello, Mara. Here I am at Granada. It's very entertaining, and they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining. I went hiking with just Spivey. He developed poison ivy. You remember Leonard Skinner? He got told poisoning last night after dinner. Now I don't want this should scare ya, but my bunkmate has malaria. You remember Jeffrey Hardy? They're about to organize a searching party. Take me home, Mother, Father, take me home. I hate Granada, don't leave me out in the forest where I might get eaten by a bear. Take me home, I promise I will not make noise or mess the house with other boys. Oh, please don't make me stay. I've been here one whole day. Dearest father, darling mother, how's my precious little brother? Let me come home if you miss me. I will even let Aunt Bertha hug and kiss me. Wait a minute, not kindly disregard this letter.
Sam Hoffman. You can reach him through Sheridan Eye Care Center, a would-be sponsor of the new Vaudevillians. They would be sponsor if I send the fellas over, don't worry about it. All right, we're gonna take a brief intermission. We're really brief on this one. So please go out and bring your beverages in and keep them off the floor. But we'll see you in about 10. Thanks. This is the period of the show where we ask you to come up with some jokes. Okay, we got a jokester right here.
Two young boys were in a hospital on a gurney. One boy says to the other boy, "What are you here for?" He said, "I'm having my tonsils taken out." He said, "That's nothing. I had mine taken out when I was 4 years old. They put you to sleep and they give you ice cream." He said, "Wow, I believe that." So he said to the other boy, "What are you here for?" He said, "I'm here for a circumcision." He said, "Wow, I had that when I was 1 year old. I couldn't walk for a year."
That's a C word. Yeah. Let's go ahead and turn up those house lights so we get a good look at all those fine faces up there. Thank you very much. Okay, Joker number 2. Okay. We got...
This guy came knocking on my door, asking for a donation to the pool. So I gave him a glass of water.
You're from New Jersey, you got it. Who's got a joke over here? Okay, this gentleman right here. We got a C word, we got a pool joke. Wait, Kenny Gould.
Why did the turkey cross the road?
I don't know, why did the turkey cross the road?
Because it wasn't a chicken.
He wasn't. Right here. Okay. It's quick.
I have not a joke, but a very serious and sad story.
Sad story.
There was a carrot and a radish that are walking down the street. All of a sudden, a fire truck drives very fast down the street and strikes the radish. Lots of tears. Very sad story. So they're in the hospital, outside the emergency room. The carrot's pacing back and forth. He's wondering how his friend's doing. He's very sad. The tears are flying. The doctor comes out and says, "Well, we have good news and bad news." He says, "Your friend the radish, he's going to be okay. He survived. But the bad news is he's going to be a vegetable the rest of his life."
That was corny. Okay, is that it? That's it. Right there. We got one more, it's 5. Our medalist can't go beyond 5. He's going to be the judge today. I don't know. I got 5 over here. I got this too.
Talking dog walked into a bar. Says to the bartender, "I'm a talking dog. Doesn't that deserve a free drink?" The bartender says, "Yeah, it's down and to the left."
What was the end of that?
Said it's down and to the left, the free drink.
Oh. Okay, we're going to take a vote. We got number 1. Number 1 is the C word. Number 2. Number 2 was the pool. Number 3, Kenny, that's the turkey and the chicken. Number 4, there we go, number 4. Number 5, okay, what do you think? Number 1, congratulations. This one's a special one, it's a trip for 2. Back here next week. Yeah. That's right, thank you, he never misses them. He's one of the Sharon, you look beautiful tonight. You ready? Yeah, so let's give her a hand. Yeah. All right, hit me in the head. 3, okay, I'm going to do it backwards because I'm dyslexic. No, sorry. 983. 983. 983. 983. Brought to you by Sheridan Eye Care Center. So if you need to get those glasses out, get them out right now. 913. Going once. Well, whatever. 983. Okay. Nobody? Oh, well. Let's get on. Back here. It's the lady, the beautiful lady in there.
Raise your hand.
Okay. 754. 754. 754. Holy smoly. You think I'm rigging this? 7-5. Okay, ready? Ready? This gentleman right here. 0, 0, 0. 3 zeros. 3 zeros. Oh, congratulations.
No running there.
Okay, how we doing? One more left? One more? This is an adult, 876, 876. Oh, congratulations. Linda. Haha, that's awesome. Oh, sorry. Okay, now we have, this one is our last prize. It's a cooler. You can put your cool stuff in there, okay? Or make it cool if you put some ice. You could add ice. We don't provide the ice. 011. You're not it? That's a disappointment. 011. Oh, gentlemen in the back. Congratulations. We're glad to have you. Looks like cotton. Oh yeah, I want a Lenovo tablet's going to be the drawing at the very end of the series, and that's in a couple weeks. So this is the third show. This is like over the halfway mark. You know what I mean? Well, thank you very much, Sherry. All right. That's it. Let's bring on the new Vaudevillian band. Thank you. Did you hear that Colorado raised $44 million in taxes from the sale of marijuana last year? Yeah, unfortunately, they can't remember where they put it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a wonderful group that's been back before, and it's Just Harmony. Just Harmony.
A bit of barber shop. In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, in the summertime, strolling through the shady lane with my baby mine. I hold his hand and he holds mine, and that's a very good sign. That's a good sign, for he's my tootsie wootsy in the good old summertime. And in each year that we always hold dear, in the good old summertime.
Thank you, ladies. I really got a buzz off of that last song. I told my wife last night that husbands are like fine wine. They get better with age. So she locked me in the cellar. I'd like to introduce another fine young comedian, Miranda Cox.
Thank you. Hi there. My name's Miranda Cox, and I'm from the East Coast originally. You may still detect a slight accent. I'm not sure. Before I even start, I want to thank my good friend Kim Dett for making me follow that. Those ladies, oh my God. So, really, that is talent. So anyway, because I'm from the East Coast, so many people around here assume I'm some crazy liberal. Like I'm from Jackson or something. It's completely not true. I want to tell you that I love your downtown. It is so bustling until 5 o'clock. I mean, Sheridan will never be accused of being the city that never sleeps. Let's face it. Since I moved here, I've had a lot of trouble planting things. I'm a gardener. Any gardeners out there? Okay. So what zone are we in again? Anyone know? 4. Okay, for all of you non-gardeners out there, that's the number of plants you can easily grow here. It's true. And I'm trying to do the whole organic gardening thing, you know, no chemicals, pesticides, because honestly, I don't need chemicals or toxins put into my body. Unless it's Botox. I mean, because, you know, you gotta keep this up, you know? This doesn't come easy. So anyway, I'm on this organic gardening kick, and so we compost. Any of you guys compost at home? It means fruit flies in your kitchen. And it stinks. They tell you it doesn't, but it does. So anyway, this year we decided to add worm castings to the compost. Have you heard of this? Do you know what that is? Worm feces. Yeah. Even in the gardening world, there's a euphemism for excrement. Like my kids, they say, I'm gonna take the Browns to the Super Bowl. I'm like, all right. Well, I'm gonna start saying, I'm gonna cast my cares away. Flush. I have learned that I want to grow plants that are fast growing, deer resistant, and drought tolerant. And I finally found one. It's called a weed. And on this organic thing, I know back east we're considered, oh, you're the greenies, you like things green. I want to congratulate you, City of Sheridan, for your curbside recycling program. Give yourselves a hand. Welcome to 1998, Sheridan. Great job. Although this is an improvement from when I first came here, I was at a party. This is a true story. I met this woman for the first time. Her name was Dixie. Now, I'd never met a Dixie in my life. Now I know like 6 of them. It's kind of a name around here, I guess. And so the first thing she asked me is, so, Miranda, what does your husband do? And I'm kind of like, just about anything I want him to, I guess. We were about at 1958 there. So 1998, keep it going, Sheridan. And I couldn't believe this, but you guys still have Swap Shop here. Like that call-in radio show. Yeah, have you heard of, you know, eBay, Sheridan Upcycle, selling your stuff that way? Anyway, I work retail. And we're doing this Crazy Days sale this weekend because that's the weekend all the downtown businesses do their crazy sales. And so the manager says to me, well, this is a good thing. I'm gonna go on Swap Shop and tell everyone there we're having a sale. And I think, wow, we just increased our customer base by 4. Great idea. But anyway, so this Crazy Days thing, I love that you're having sales. Do you know what I think the craziest thing about Crazy Days is? Your original prices. I want to shop local, but folks, it's kind of hard. Okay. One other thing. You all talk really funny here. No, seriously. The words you use, I just don't get it. When I first got here, someone said, well, I'm going fishing down at the creek. Creek, crick, creek. Well, I blew that one. C-R-E-E-K should be pronounced creek. A crick is literally a pain in my neck. And don't get me started on literally. People do not know how that word is properly used. A girl at Java Moon, I was literally dying. No, you weren't. I'll strangle you if you want that to happen. But you are not literally dying. Another word. You know, my husband, he's working in the woodpile, comes in. I got a sliver in my finger. A sliver? What is that? The only time I use that word is if I'm on a diet and someone offers me a piece of cheesecake and I think, yeah, but only a sliver. A piece of wood lodged underneath your skin is a splinter. It just is. And, okay, this last word thing, I'm out across the street at Frackleton's, great restaurant. We're done eating. The server comes over and says, would you like your ticket? I'm like, what the hell did I do? I mean, a ticket? What's going on here? I've never gotten a ticket in my life. Are you kidding me? Something you pay for is a bill, people, not a ticket. You don't want to, offend people when they're actually paying just for what you were supposed to give them in the first place. And the restaurant was delicious. You know how to cook your steaks. They're very perfectly done, best meat I've ever eaten. However, the seafood here, not so much. For example, the oysters here are terrible. I never knew they had freshwater oysters in the Rocky Mountains. Not even close. Do I have time for one more? Oh, she says no. All right. Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Miranda. Thank you. New study out says that people with phobias, with a P, that P is silent, Talmud, one of our great sponsors. People with phobias are more likely to have health problems. I was afraid of that. I'm getting a mental image in my mind that the next person on our stage could be Nat Lawson.
I'm back. So for this next one, I started earlier just doing one really simple, straightforward, mind-reading demonstration. We're gonna use 3 chairs and 3 people, 3 minds, 3 stages. I don't know, stages is in like 1, 2, 3, stage up here. If we get the house lights up, I'm gonna pick my victims. We're just gonna settle on that term. Let's see. No eye contact, no, none whatsoever. Let's see. Aaron, Wayne, and Neil. 3 minds.
It's debatable.
2.5 minds. A third? We'll work with that. What I'm going to ask you guys to do in a moment is focus on different pieces of information. I'm going to have you close your eyes. I'm going to touch one of you on the shoulder and tell you that you are player 1, and then 2 and 3. Each player will get a different kind of information to work with, and we're going to move on from there. During this goes on a little bit, but if we could have silence in the audience and silence everywhere else, it's a pretty delicate process and noise does mess things up. So, that being said, I'm going to count to 3 and then ask you to close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes. The person I just touched on the shoulder or back is player number 1. You are going to think of 2 simple shapes, like a square or a rectangle. Things like hearts and stars are usually too complicated. Once you've decided on your 2 shapes, simply remember them, focus on them, do whatever you want with them, but keep them in mind. Person I just touched on the shoulder or back is player number 2. You're going to think of any movie you would like. All that I ask is this movie is one that you've seen before. Okay? And finally, the person that I just touched on the shoulder or back is player number 3. You are going to think of a date. This could be any random date, or it could have some significance to you. Now, remember that you're only thinking of a date and not shapes or a movie. Okay? In a moment, I'm going to count to 3 and then ask you to open your eyes. When I do, maintain your focus on your information, and I'm going to go down the line and try to extract it. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Okay. So tonight, what was usually the hardest, what's usually the easiest was the hardest. So player number 1, if I guess one of your 2 shapes correctly, consider it a success. That being said, the shapes were a circle and a triangle. The movie was the Titanic, and the date was September 19th, 2004. If I guess your information correctly, or read it, so I guess. Stand up. Yeah. Thank you. Maintain your focus. Sit back down for me, please, and close your eyes again. Now, I need one final person from the audience. We have people looking at our feet, knees, that's like one step up, away from me, at me, who knows. What's your name? Harmony, you join me on stage, please. Now players 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to assign you new pieces of information. The first thing that you thought of, push it aside. Don't take it completely out of your mind, but just open up some space for new stuff. Player number 1, you're going to think of a blue balloon. Now this is the link, so make it as vivid, as colorful, and as detailed as possible in your mind. Player number 2, you're going to think of a city. This could be any city in the world. All that I ask is that it is recognizable to all of us. And not shared. Player number 3, you have an easy job, but don't make this decision quickly. Any number between 1 and 10. So don't go with your first instinct. Change your mind multiple times, and then decide on the information that you want. Take a moment to let you guys do that. Okay. Now, Harmony, We have 3 focused, intent, quiet minds on stage. And you're going to read them. It's okay. Relax. This will work. In a moment, I'm going to touch you on the forehead. When I do, you are going to feel exactly what it feels like to be me. You are going to hear a voice in your head, but this voice will have no sound. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Relax and exhale. In your mind, you see a blue balloon. It's vivid, it's detailed, it's colorful. It's floating through space. In the background, below, you see a city. It comes into focus, and just recognize which city this is. And we're going to move on. The balloon floats beyond the city and suddenly pops into a bunch of pieces. Count them as they fall, a number between 1 and 10. Remember what that number is. Now, without opening your eyes, without breaking your focus, what was the city you saw?
San Francisco.
And the number?
8.
If you were thinking of a blue balloon, San Francisco, or 8, stand up. Now, we're not done with you guys yet, so if you close your eyes again and maintain your focus. Harmony, I'm going to take my thumb off of your forehead. In that moment, a couple of things may happen. You may have a full memory of the voice in your head, or the more common option, unfortunately, is that you simply remember these thoughts jumping into your head for no apparent reason. Why did you think of San Francisco?
It was just a city that came into my mind.
And 8?
I really don't know why 8. It just kind of, I don't know.
Round of applause for Harmony, everybody. You guys can sit back down. Now, one more time, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Now. And instead of picking information, focus on everything that has happened to you since you stood up from your original seat in the audience. What I'm going to attempt to do next, I've never done before. I've tried it 4 times in my last 4 shows, but I have never accomplished it 100%. Hopefully tonight I will, but if I don't, it's okay. I'm going to attempt to manipulate memory. Now first, I need a target memory selected. So, I'm gonna... What's your name? What's your name? Just whisper. That's 1. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. So we've selected a target memory. I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to extract the memory from the selected player. And I'm going to delete and replace the memories from the other 2. Now, don't worry, long-term memories are fixed. Fixed memories are long-term. As I go down the line, this might take a while. I'm sorry. I'm doing this. That actually went pretty quickly. I'm going to count to 3 and have you guys open your eyes but remain seated. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Now each of you thought of 2 different pieces of information. Player number 1, what were the 2 pieces of information that you thought of?
Well, I thought of shapes.
Yep.
A sphere and a square.
Okay.
And a blue balloon.
Player number 2?
I thought of shapes, a triangle, a circle, and a blue balloon.
And player number 3?
Square and a circle. And a blue balloon.
So I did kind of mess up the shapes in the replacement process, but we have 3 men who think that they're player number 1, and I'm happy with that. This is an interesting moment because at this point, all that you have, everything that you know tells you that you're player number 1, and that's...
They're pretty lucky.
Yeah, true. As you go into the audience, you're going to be asked questions about why you chose certain movies, dates, shapes. Nope, yeah. Shapes, places, and numbers. Hopefully by now you figured it out. But that, thank you very much. You guys can take your seats. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. And happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm getting a strong mental picture that what he wants for his birthday is a Bose professional sound system so that he can bring his act to conventions and stages all throughout the United States and Europe. There you go.
Thank you.
There's somebody in here that can help with that, I know that. All right. Thank you very much. Dave Kazar, the harmonica man, is next.
No, I'm not Johnny Cash, even though I'm in black. I talked to my fashion consultant. They told me black is the new black. So. I'm going to play a few things on a harmonica. Oh, I learned something today. If you're going to wear all black and you have any pets, they better all be black. Somebody asked me to do the forecast, so I'm going to do the forecast. The forecast for tonight is dark. continued dark throughout the night and turning toward widely scattered light in the morning. Just so you know. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how I do that all together stuff. With one harmonica, and I'll play a little thing you all know, Peter and the Wolf. Now I'll just do it with one note, and then I'll add a beat to it, and then I'll add the rest into it. It goes like this. And I like to do this one. I'm just going to do one more. I'm not going to use a harmonica holder in my hands. Okay. Let my tongue do all the work.
I was at Kendrick Park today and wondering, why do Frisbees get larger as they get closer? And then it hit me. Garrett Key and Caitlin Bird. Garrett Key. Excellent harmony. Listen.
We like to be really passive-aggressive, sarcastic people, so we thought that we'd play one of the saddest songs we know with one of the happiest melodies. So, all right, this is "Honey Come Home."
With all our fighting, and I cry, just wanna die.
places, but they've taken me to places that I never thought I'd go. And I am ready to be home. And I think of every spark, every whisper in the dark. Now it's time. Just wanna die with the one I love. Just wanna die with the one I love. Just wanna die with the one I love. Just wanna die with the one I love beside me. Ways are behind me now. Thank you.
Well, howdy, y'all. I'm Ado Annie. I'm from Oklahoma. You know, where the farmer and the cowpoke should be friends, and the waving wheat sure smells sweet. You know those lyrics, right? Yeah, I hope so. You see, I'm here to talk to you a little bit tonight. I got a problem. I'm in love with a cowboy named Will Parker. And Will Parker, he knows how to swing a rope. Well, Will Parker went off and decided to be a world traveler. He went all the way to Kansas City. In Kansas City, they got buildings 7 stories high. That's about as high as a building ought to grow. Come on, Oklahoma friends, you know these lyrics, right? Okay, well, what am I supposed to do while Will's out traveling the whole wide world? Well, I'm going over and visit my friend Laurie. Laurie's making a gooseberry pie for Curly, and who should appear but Allie Hacken, the peddler man. The peddler man soon becomes the love of my life. He's also a world traveler, and he goes from town to town to town. And now I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? Because I just heard Will Parker got in town last night. So this is where I need your help. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I know what's right and wrong since I've been 10. I heard a lot of stories, and I reckon they are true, about how girls are put upon by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a feller, I forget. I'm just
job, great job. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's bring all the performers back and thank our wonderful sponsors. Leonard Bob and Tall Man. He is silent. Let's all